play like that. So we just gotta look back in the mirror again and look at ourselves and the things that we have to get better on, and we're gonna continue to get ourselves in these ones.
And then for Angel or Izzy, where do you guys see this team being able to come up with more offensive production, better spark on the offensive end?
I've never worried about offense. I think all of our guards and posts can be as aggressive as any other person in this league. I think A was saying defensively, I think that's just something that we just have to focus on. We practice every day on executing plays and we know our plays, so that just comes to focus and knocking down shots, and we were getting shots as well in the game. We just have to be more aggressive.
So then when you're dealing with a team that's hitting 7 threes, you're saying it's more of a defensive issue than trying to match that.
I always start with defense. So I agree, yeah. I think it comes down to the scout and being focused on your personnel and not bailing out unless the other team scoring. You don't go away from your principles to stay and help out and stay aggressive.
All right, we'll go to Zoom. Mike, can you unmute? Players only first, please. Players only.
Hey guys, this question's for Angel. You've now had over the last few days, time to see BG in real time, and I'm curious for you what your difference was in preparation from game 1 to game 2. You had 11 and 15, I believe, in game 1, and now 19 and 20.
It's a team effort. It doesn't take one person to stop her. I'm not even going to just say I stopped her. Camilla did a great job being able to be out there and then match up with her, because Camilla does match up with her well. You got to give us some grace. We are both rookies, and BG's been in this league for a while. She's a very smart player. I think tonight we did a great job trying to push her off the block as best as we can. And then I think just being able to wall up and box her out and get the rebound. But you got to give kudos to her. She's a great post player.
Well, and on Zoom with Jordan. Jordan, unmute.
Hey ladies, my question is for Izzy. You scored like the first 6 or 8 points for your team in the second quarter. Just talk about how comfortable you've been with getting your shot up and stuff.
That just comes with reps and knowing what's needed for me, and always looking to be aggressive when I catch the ball. So that's definitely something I wanted to execute. This last game when we played against them, that wasn't what I was doing. So yeah, you live and you learn, and that's just something I'm gonna continue to do for our team.
Angel, when you talk about BG's intelligence out there, what are you learning about her ability just even to draw fouls, like Izzy, you too? Because it's such a skill of hers that she's able to like slowly kind of attack the rim and draw you guys on her in a way that sends them to the line.
I mean, obviously, just down experience. She's been in this league for a while, and she knows what calls she can get. I think she takes her time around the basket, and that's something I like to watch from her. Even when she doesn't even know she's going to get the foul, she still takes her time around the basket and finish, and that's why she gets a lot of the and-1. So, just being able to take that from as a rookie, I'm just watching her from that viewpoint, and just being able to take her time around the rim, and even if she doesn't get the call, she finishes.
Thank you, players. Thank you, guys. Questions for Spoon? We'll go in person, please. And we'll go to Zoom. Just a similar question for you, but just as far as the offense goes, where do you see this team finding more of an offensive spark production?
We have shots offensively. We just have to knock the shots down. They work a lot on their individual skills, shooting shots all the time. But when we have open shots, we have to be shot makers. That's important for us, shot makers. We have more possessions. Normally you see this many possessions more than your opponent. Normally you'll say you got a victory. But it's about what are we doing when we get those offensive rebounds? What are we doing when we get those extra possessions? What are we doing? Are we trying to find the open person? Are we finding the open person? It's a little disappointing.
This is a team that's really taken pride in its defense and being able to get out and run in transition. Do you feel like that's going to be able to be sustained, produce wins throughout the remainder of the season, relying on that defense and that transition offense?
Well, for us, defense is where it starts. We want to get defensive stops, but I don't care what team you play for. You got to open shots. You want to make them.
Yeah.
We have to have scoring. have to score the ball. It's just plain and simple. We do an excellent job of getting second chance opportunities. Now it's about us converting, putting that thing in the bucket. But defensively is where it starts for us. We want to be aggressive and get those stops and then get out in offensive runs. We're really, really good in transition. That's where we're at our best, but we have to be better at that as well. We got to push the ball. It's where we're at our best. So we need to be better at that.
Then on Zoom. All right, thank you, coach.
Thank you.
Thank you.